For full episodes of the Diverse Mentality podcast, check the links in the description below. The full video version is available on the main channel, and the audio version is available on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more.
This next article is crazy. Jay-Z is suing the photographer, and I've been following this photographer for about a year now on Instagram. He's actually one of my favorite photographers because he's taken a lot of like classic pictures of a lot of people. Like the DMX Is Dark and Hell Is Hot cover. He did that. He did a lot of covers for artists. And this guy he did the cover for Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. So let's see why Jay-Z is suing him. So Jay-Z is suing a photographer that worked with him on one of his most iconic album cover shoots. As initially reported Tuesday by TMZ, Hove claims in a new lawsuit that the photographer of the Reasonable Doubt album cover, Jonathan Mannon, is using his name and image without consent. In the documents obtained by Complex, Jay says that Mannon, who shot the new iconic image on the cover of his debut record, has been selling prints on his website without the rapper's consent and earning thousands of dollars from them in the process. Now, I'm going to go in on this story because there's a lot to go in on it, but let's continue the article. Mannon has developed a highly profitable business by selling copies of photographs of Jay-Z on Mannon's website and retail store, and by selling licenses to others to use Jay-Z's image. The court documents read Mannon has done so on the arrogant assumption that because he took those photographs, he can do what he wants and as he pleases. But Jay-Z never gave Mannon the right to use his likeness for these or any other purposes. And without that permission, Mannon has no legal right to do so. Jay-Z has asked Mannon to stop, but he refuses to do so. The suit also claims that Mannon, who has taken hundreds of photos of Jay-Z since 1996, is now demanding that Hove pay him tens of millions of dollars to put an end to Mannon's use of Jay-Z's likeness. Alex Spear, an attorney for Jay, declined to comment for the story. It is no secret that Jay-Z has achieved iconic success, not just as a rap artist and a record company mogul, but in numerous other pursuits and business as a businessman. The suit also reads, it is iconic that a photographer would treat the image of a formerly unknown black teenager, now wildly successful, as a piece of property to be squeezed for every dollar it can produce. It stops today. The lawsuit cites a t-shirt sold on the photographer's website, which uses Jay's name among other rappers, as he has also a photographer, and claims Mannon has developed a business for himself by selling prints of Jay-Z on his site and licensing Jay's image to others. It also claims he violated Section 3344 of the California Civil Code, as well as California common law right of publicity. Mannon is also turning a profit on Jay-Z's celebrity with other products, such as shirts that display Jay-Z's name and slip mats, the circular piece of slippery cloth on synthetic material, disc jock's place on the turntable platter, which also uses Jay-Z's image. If Jay-Z wins the suit, he claims he is entitled to recover punitive and explanatory damages in a number not yet decided, as well as being worthy of preliminary and permanent injunction, making it so that the artist doesn't use his image again. Mannon, a legal representative for Mannon, responded and provided Complex with a statement in response to the lawsuit. This is what he said. Mr. Mannon has created iconic images of Mr. Carter over the years and is proud that these images have helped define the artist that Jay-Z is today. Mr. Mannon has the utmost respect for Mr. Carter and his body of work and expects that Mr. Carter would similarly respect the rights of artists and creators who have helped him achieve the heights to which he has ascended. We are confident that the First Amendment protects Mr. Mannon's right to sell fine art prints of his copyrighted works and will review the complaint and respond in due course. So I was talking to my homie Tafili, who actually edits this podcast. He's a photographer in his own right. He's done a lot of photography things. And briefly talking about it, it basically boils down to, did the photographer sell his rights to those images completely to Jay-Z? You know, what was the paperwork like at that time in 1996? Personally, I think if it was for his debut album, I think the paperwork was right, and Jay-Z may be in the right here. Maybe. But it boils down to also, Is it just those batch of photos that he has, that Jay-Z owns and has the rights to? Or is it the whole, everything that he's shot of Jay-Z? That, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I know that photographers have their own rights in their photos. And I know that Jay-Z has his own rights in terms of using his name, his image for things. At the end of the day, though, the way I view it, if I was in Jay-Z's position, as long as Jonathan Menon is being respectful and not diminishing his image and name, Jay-Z's image and name, let him sell it, man. He did take those photos. He had a role in Reasonable Doubt. He had a role in other photos that he took. Why, like, Jay-Z, you're a billionaire. Why, multi-billionaire, I think now. He's worth $2 to $3 billion, I think. I don't know. Who gives a fuck if he's making a couple $1,000s, man? Let the guy make some money, man. That's stupid. That, especially because Jay-Z is about creativity. And yes, let's, if he was being disrespectful, very disrespectful. Let's just say he was putting out random photos, shit that he didn't want out. Jay-Z was like, yo, I don't want these out. Take these off. And he's like, nah, man, fuck you. It's my photos. I can do whatever I want. I can understand that. But I went through the guy's website a long time ago, probably a couple months ago, because I was looking through when he was posting like classic photos of DMX. I was going through his website. Everything was respectful. It was classic stuff, man. It wasn't anything disrespectful. He never posts anything on Instagram that's disrespectful. If I was a billionaire, come on, man. Does it really, really affect you, Jay-Z, like that? Granted, I know Jay-Z wants to control his image, his likeness, but damn, bro. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to really affect your pockets at all. Obviously, if it gets disrespectful, then you have a right to step in. Then I understand Jay-Z's thing, but it might be his lawyers, Jay-Z's lawyers, being like, yo, just pursue this. So, because here's another aspect that you can think of it as. If he lets this guy slide by using his likeness and images, then all photographers are going to start doing it. That's the thing. But the problem here is now you're giving it more attention than it deserved. Now it's public information. Now, other Jay-Z photographers are going to be like, yo, what if Jonathan Menon wins this? Maybe we're going to start using Jay-Z's image and stuff, and we're going to start using other artists' image. So it opens a floodgate of a lot of things. But personally, if I was in Jay-Z's position, let the guy sell some fucking photos, man. He's probably making, even if he's making six figures off it, so what, man? He's a photographer. He's not going to be fucking the level of Jay-Z making billions for photos. Come on, guys. Like, let the guy slide a little bit. A lot of people are actually giving backlash to Jay-Z for this. I'll see replies on Twitter like, damn, Jay-Z, you're a billionaire. You're for creativity. You're for all this, but you're willing to take someone's photos down that helped you at the time when you were just getting started as a rapper, taking photos. Come on. So that's my take on it. Personally, I wouldn't give a fuck. As long as he's being respectful of my image, he's not disrespecting it, and he's not releasing photos that I don't want out. Like, if I saw, like, just say I went on his website and I saw a bunch of photos of me and I didn't like one or two, and I was like, yo, can you please remove these? And he was like, yeah, I'll remove them. We're all good. If he was like, nah, man, I want these up, they're selling, fuck you, different story. Then I can see why Jay-Z would be like, you know what? Yeah, there's a problem in that. So, yeah, that's my take on the story. Jay-Z, back off a little bit, bro. It's not that big of a deal.